as he looks to improve on a bronze in the 100 metres that he took yesterday. But we also have the gold medalist from 2015 who'll be going shortly as well. Now here's Kesley Teodoto, who was 4th in 2016 over 100 metres at the Paralympics. Mustafa Kuka, semi-finalist back 2 years ago in Doha, and inside him the gold medalist from 2015 and silver in 2013, Johannes Nambala. Pedro Brundadu of Romania, the former para swimmer, semi-finalist in the 2016 European Championships. Araujo, who was disqualified in the 100 metres yesterday without even getting underway, broke his blocks. He was 8th back in 2015. The 20-year-old from Jamaica, Chadwick Campbell. Axel Zorzi, who started with handball and football, moved on to athletics, a Frenchman in lane 3. And there he is, Chad Paris, only bronze for him in the 100 metres yesterday. He's looking for something more. Bronze in 200 metres in 2015 as well. And Lu Wei, silver at the Paralympics last year. So the cut-off time for the fastest losers is 23.11 seconds. The first 3 in each heat qualify. Then we'll be looking for the next 2 fastest from both the heats combined. Away they go straight away. Paris got away fast, but so did Nambala out in lane 7. Nambala is flying around that bend there. On the outside of him is Teodoro, who struggled somewhat, but it's Paris on the inside, Nambala on the outside there in the middle. It's Araujo, who didn't make it in the 100 metres after being disqualified, but it's going to be Nambala who goes across first. It's Araujo who goes in 2nd place, and it's Chad Paris of Australia who goes across in 3rd position. They're the 3 who qualified through to the final of this men's 200 metres T13. Fantastic running from the man who won gold in Doha 2 years ago. Johannes Nambala, disregard what you just saw. He's the man who won, the Namibian. There he is, 21.97 for the winner. Gustavo Enrique Araujo, disqualified in the 100 metres after breaking his blocks, took 2nd, and that man, Chad Paris of Australia, picking up the bronze medal. Vanessa Lowe, how did you read that?
Yeah, I think he did a really good job. He was working a lot on the curve this year, so he had a hard time staying within the lines. For him, his visual impairment impairs him a lot in being able to see the lines. So especially the 200 meters, quite hard for him to run. Anyway, he did a good job. He did what he had to, and he made it to the final.
Well, quite clear cut. You even saw Araujo and Chad Paris have a sneaky peek across at each other with around 30 or 40 metres to go. That's how easy they were doing it. Looking at each other saying, who wants to finish 2nd, you or me? Well, in the end, it was Araujo who took 2nd place, but it was that man there in the blue from Namibia, Nambala. He has a look as well. Nice, fluid, smooth. It is going to be some final with Jason Smith also in there. High-class athletes indeed. It's a question now of who is going to go through as the fastest losers. So there it is, confirmation. Nambala in 1st place in 21.97, a season best for Araujo and also for Chad Paris, who make it in 2nd and 3rd. Lu Wei will now hope that he can go through, but he's missed that time. It was 23.11, so he misses out. So let's have a look at who does go through. There it is, Philip Handler and Katabu from that 1st heat, a lot quicker. Paris who finished in 3rd, right down there in 5th. Well, they're having a good time.
Women's javelin F13, 3rd round. Zhao Yuping, 39.92 and best so far. Bronze in this in Doha, her only major championship javelin medal so far. But that drops around 40 meters. That puts her in a great chance of the lead. Still only 23 from Habai. She's our leader, 40-43, the first to throw 40 meters tonight. Amit Kumar of India in the triple jump, the T47. 12 meters 81 in the opening round, has him down in 6th place. It's around the same mark, maybe a little bit better really. We've seen the strength of Indian field events. For this 18-year-old, it's his major championship debut. .13.38 lifetime best, he's third. Daniel Perez Martinez, 12.23 in the previous round. He's fallen back a bit down to 5th, but major congestion between 2nd and 5th at the moment. Met the board well, got out well. In the final sector, white flag valuable. He's broken his lifetime best twice tonight already. 12.95 and 13.23. That looks to be beyond 13 again. She's never won a major championship long jump or triple jump medal. Mike Hare, 3rd personal best of the night, 13.42. Back to Kamoa in the javelin.
4th round in the women's javelin throw, F13. Kaimova in 3rd place with a championship record. That is, of course, if you're wondering why she's not in 1st place, she is in the F13 class. The remaining 5 athletes are in the F12. That's out near the 40-metre mark. Already a championship record. She is in 3rd place overall in this competition. The lady from Uzbekistan in the least visually impaired category from F11 through to 13. 39.65. She's improved it. A new championship record for her, and it moves her overall into 2nd place. Natalia Eder of Austria. Bronze at the last 2 Paralympics. She's currently in the bronze position at the moment with a season best throw so far. Gives that plenty. Likes it as well. Given the all clear. They're just checking the landing there to make sure that they're happy with it. They are 35.99, doesn't improve though, she remains in 3rd position. Time to head back to the track, the final of the women's 200 metres T11, the most visually impaired of the categories from T11 through to 13. You may recognise a couple of the names on that list. Esperanza Gicasso, bronze back in Lyon in 2013. She already competed in the 400 metres at these championships with her guide, Nicola Ernesto Palanza. Zhao Guo, bronze in 2016 at the Paralympics with her guide, Jie Dengfu. They'll go from lane 5. The second of the Chinese athletes, Lu Kuqing, silver in 2016. Gold, though, in 2015 in Doha. She goes in as the defending champion. And in lane 1, semi-finalist for the Paralympics last year with a fantastic mask that she wears. It is Kwewalan Wanarumon of Thailand with Panja Nakumaji as her guide. Libby Clegg, of course, not participating at these championships due to injury. She is the world record holder. Neither is Teresina Guilhermina of Brazil, who holds the championship record. How do you see this, Vanessa Loh? Pretty hard to see past the Chinese athlete Lu Kuqing in this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's going to dominate the field. She ran a really fast time earlier this year, so I think the winner is coming from there.
Well, we know anything can happen in this T11 category, of course, with the guides. They need to be tethered correctly. They need to have very good synchronicity when they run. And the guide has a very big job in making sure they get across the line, the athlete that is, before the guide. They get away sharpishly indeed, and as you would expect, it's Lu Kuqing from lane 3 goes away very fast, but Zhao Guo on the outside has also done well. Esperanza struggling somewhat, Giacasso that is, but on the inside it's the two Chinese athletes. It's a straight shootout between them. At present is Zhao Guo on the outside, he has it. Lu Kuqing is the champion defending her title, but she's not going to hold on to it because her compatriot Zhao Guo on the outside is going to take it in 25-28. She goes through with the win. And this time it's Lu who has to be happy with a silver medal, and it looks like Giacasso on the outside who's picked up the bronze. But Zhao Guo of China in a time of 25.27 seconds, slightly outside her personal best. But the Chinese are happy. They've taken 1 and 2 more medals for China at these championships. Giacasso coming home in 3rd position, but it is a very happy runner who picked up the bronze. Just have a look at that. Fantastic scenes, but it's China in 1 and 2. And we thought it was going to be Lu, Vanessa, who got out. She didn't get as quick as her compatriot Zhao on the outside. She stormed around the bend.
She had a really good start, but then somehow her competitor from the same country got the curve better and had a stronger finish, so went to the other Chinese girl.
You would expect Lu Kuqing at that point, you think she's going to come home strong, but Zhao did ever so well to hold on to it. When in Doha, it was always what Lu would do. She finished very, very strongly indeed. But this one, not quite as good, and a good couple of metres there in the victory for Zhao Guo. Jie Dingpeu, her guy, would be very happy. Only a bronze at the Paralympics last year. They've transformed that into a much better medal this year. 2 places up, and it's gold, as you see Zhao really pacing it out. I talked about synchronicity and timing before the race. That's very, very important in this T11 category. And they had it in spade loads. So gold to China and silver. Zhao takes gold, 25-27. Lu Kuqing with 25-65 in the silver medal position. And 3rd, Esperanza Giacasso of Angola.
5th round of the javelin, and it's the Paralympic champion Kayamova, 3rd place going into this championship record, which she just extended surely well beyond the 40-meter mark. That's really putting it up to Zhao Yuping and Natalia Eder. Zhao over the 40 line, Eder wasn't. She's our new leader, a new championship record, 41.25. So how can Zhao respond with her penultimate throw? 40.43 her best. Needs to get over that 40-meter line. She's done that. What a combination we have now. She's the world record holder for F12, which is 42.73. The lead in this, 41.25, which is the F13 championship record. Reason they're swapping records is because they're different categories, but they're all mixed in together in this, and it's down to distance. Zhao in the lead, championship record, 42.72. Michelle Gustavo Abraham de Deus, fourth attempt for the sixth placer in the men's triple jump T47. 2 fouls prior to this, plus a 13-14 as well. Gets the white flag, but a little forlorn. Lead still being held by Toby Fawahemni with a 14.88. He passed up his third round attempt. Needs to improve by 25 centimeters to get into the medals. .13.33, he's not far off, but he's still sixth. And here's Amikuma.
Amikuma. Certainly animated after he jumps. Lifetime best already in this competition of 13.38, but he needs to climb a couple of places to get into the medals. Well, that one's around the 13-meter mark, but I don't think that's going to be any further than the 13.38 he's already managed to jump. Such stress goes through the body in the triple jump. Bones, muscle, tendon, sinew. Really makes them work all over. .13.18. He remains in 5th position.
Men's 400 meters T20 final is on the way, featuring the world and Paralympic champion Daniel Martins of Brazil. So Martins by a long way the man to beat, but Damien Carcelen, who finished second in his heat in the morning, whilst also simultaneously competing in the long jump. Barbosa of Cape Verde did the same thing. Nasruddin Mo, the Asian Games champion, the main man in this. So on the outside, Delibert Rodriguez Ramirez of Spain, whose brother Dinevo full started in his heat. Silver in the 400 at the last World Championships in Doha. From Nashville, Tennessee, best result, 5th in the 800 in Doha 2 years ago, Michael Murray. In 7th, first major championship for the Frenchman, Charles-Antoine Kouakou. Turned 19 on Friday. The reigning world and Paralympic champion over 400 meters from Brazil, the man they call Neymar. Good reason, Daniel Martins. Who's 5th in Rio in this 400 meters final for the Ecuadorian Damien Carcelen. He's in lane 5. Bronze in the 400 meters in Rio from Cape Verde, the Porto-based electrician Gracilino Tavares Barbosa. the reigning Asian Games champion from Malaysia. It's Nazaruddin Mode. The man who reached 3 finals in Rio. 5th in the long jump was his best for Turkey, Onur Kapuslu. Daniel Martins setting both major records in winning the 2 most recent Global Championship finals. By a long way, the man to beat, 48.02. His season's best is faster than everybody else's lifetime best. He's in great form coming into these World Championships. And at the age of 21, can Daniel Martins win his 2nd world title? The men's 400 meters, T20. So away we go, first time, Kapuslu, Mode, Barbosa, Castellan, Martins, Kouakou, Murray and Rodriguez Ramirez. Fine start by Martins straight away. Also by Castellan and Kouakou around him. Lanes 5, 6 and 7. So strong. Martins away in lane 6 at the moment and leading. The reigning world and Paralympic champion, you can see why. Really opening up the game at the moment. Rodriguez Ramirez trying to fight back in the outside. Castellan and Martins inside. But as they straighten up, it's Daniel Martins of Brazil way out in front. Castellan in 2nd place, Barbosa in 3rd. Martins has beaten the rest. Now it's Martins against the clock, against his own world record. Another world gold, 47.67. Championship record. Castellan in 2nd place. Fabulous running by him. Championship record, 47.66. Daniel Martins pulls it off. Murray in big trouble in the closing straight, toppling over. But Castellan managing to pull off an excellent silver. It's been a very, very busy 24 hours for him. Involved in the long jump also whilst the qualification was going on in the heats. Michael Murray has now crossed the line. But it is celebration time again, and a championship record for Daniel Martins.
He actually had a school in Rio de Janeiro named after him in recognition of his performance in Rio. So he proved once again that that was a good decision and that he's an athlete on his own.
You can see Murray way up in the background. It was about 250 meters into the race that he started to struggle, but Martins well away at this stage. Castellan coming in behind with the Frenchman Kouakou making great strides in 3rd place. But Martins with that new championship record. Very effective performance, 47.66. One of the fastest of all time. Martins' world record of 47.22 remains, but still against his name. Little glance at the clock. You really can see why they call him Neymar facially. Gold medal winning performance from him. Martins wins, 47.66 the championship record. Castellan with the silver and Kouakou the bronze. He's our leader outright, Dimitrijevic, obviously. What a brilliant way to start your week. 31.75, that was fantastic last time. He's gone and done it again. We've seen the 2 longest throws in history in this event. It's just gone 11 AM on a Monday morning. He hasn't broken the world record again, has he? Oh yes, he has. 31.99. He's on the way to gold.
Kumar of India in the F51, his first attempt. We've already seen a world record in this one. That one there around the 30-metre mark. He's got a lifetime best of 27.81, so it may well have beaten that. Dimitrovic of Serbia breaking the world record twice already. And that looks like it's going to be a lifetime best for the man from India, Kumar. He's happy with it. Why wouldn't he be? It's also an area record. 29.55 puts him in second position with 2 more throws. Said plenty of adrenaline here at this stadium with the crowds building all the time. Kumar's put plenty into that, not as far though as his first throw. So we'll get the measurement for that in a moment or two. He has to be content though with staying in second place. He's got some work to do if he's to reach up there into the gold medal position. 31.99. Thrown by Zeljko Dimitrovic in his second throw. He broke the world record twice, 31.75 with his first, 31.99 with his second. But Kumar, lifetime best and area record with his first. His second, not quite as good, only 28.21. So, his third attempt. Tough task to make up a couple of metres, but that there is big enough indeed. That's over the 30-metre mark, that one. So he's broken the area record already with his opener. His lifetime best was only 27.81 beforehand, 29.55 with his first, 28.21 with his second, then his third. He's broken his personal best and an area record, 30.25 for Amit Kumar of India.
The final of the women's 1500 metres T54, featuring the 12 times world champion, 7 times Paralympic champion, Tatjana McFadden. Amanda McGrory and Chelsea McClammer hoping for a repeat of the 5,000 metres from Rio, where they medalled alongside McFadden. Always strong fields. Ma Jing, 6 of the 400 and the 5,000 in Rio for China. The Commonwealth champion, the great Angie Ballard, 8 times Paralympic medalist, 5 times world champion. For China, the marathon Paralympic queen, Zhao Lihong. Gold in the 8 of the 5, also in the last World Championships. For Australia, the reigning 800 metres world champion, Madison de Rosario, and silver in the 8 in Rio and the 4x4. Here's the reigning Asian Games and world champion for China, Zhou Hongxuan. The 3 times world champion, bronze in the 5 and the marathon in Rio, and silver in the 15 behind Tatjana McFadden, and that's Amanda McGrory. Manuela Shah, the 4 times European champion from Swansea in 2014, including in the 1500, Manuela Shah. And here she is, the one they all have to beat, the 12 times world champion for the United States, the great Tatjana McFadden. For Australia, silver in the 4x4 in Rio, Jemima Moore. And from Rio, silver in the 4 and the 5,000, bronze in the 1,500. The United States, Chelsea McClammer. The men's T54, so open, so competitive, so intriguing, but this intriguing too, thanks to those 2 simple words. Tatjana McFadden. So will it be a US 1-2-3 as it was in the 200, with McFadden pulling the strings? Can the Australian duo, the Chinese trio, find a way of cutting the cords? We're underway in the women's 1500 metres final. Tatjana McFadden going out in front. The Chinese will play as a team definitely. Zhao, Zhu and Ma Jing. The Americans will do the same. McFadden looking to bring up Chelsea McClammer and Amanda McCrory with them. And it's Tatjana McFadden going in straight away. And the Chinese are bunching behind her. It's teamwork all the way. It's intriguing. We'll have to see how Angie Ballard, Jemima Moore, Madison de Rosario, the trio for Australia will do in this. We've basically got three women teams. But in this category, normally there's just one woman to talk about. Tatjana McFadden, 3 to go.
Well, Tatjana McFadden's teammates will have some work to do because at the moment she has smoked them and left them behind, but she moves to the outside and it's this Chinese trio who are working as a team coming through. At the moment, it is Yao, Zhu and Ma Jing who have taken up those top 3 places. Tatjana McFadden has now dropped back to around 6th position after an extremely quick start. She's going here in the 1, the 4, the 8 and the 1500. She's already won victory in one event, but she's going for a 2nd gold medal here. But at the moment she's dropped right back with her 3 teammates at present. So it's the Chinese athletes who are out in front, really pushing everyone through at the moment, working as a team as we've seen them do so many times in the past. As they move down to take 2 laps to go. It is China who lead through Zhao Hongjian, who goes across the line in front with her 2 Chinese compatriots also just knocking around. They're working in a slipstream as a team at present. All the athletes bunch, and here goes McFadden again around the outside. It's Amanda McCrory who's taking up the lead, and McCrory's trying to split them now and bring home her American compatriots. Will the Americans working well as a team? They've taken up the top 2 places. It's McCrory who leads out. Also in there, it's Tatjana McFadden, and also along the way. Well, this is getting very, very quick indeed now as they work it around. They'll take the bell in a moment or two's time. But it's the Americans who lead out in front. Tatjana McFadden is working her way back into the lead in a very strong position as they come around to take the bell with 400 metres remaining in this women's 1500 metres team 54.
At the bell, Tatjana McFadden is just where she wants to be at the front, surrounded by her teammates. McClammer has moved up very well, and McCrory too. So how do the rest fight here? It's Ballard on the inside for Australia, Madison de Rosario on the outside for Australia. The Chinese trio are there battling as well, trying to move up and push up. Zhao Hongjian is in among all the Americans at the moment, but it's Tatjana McFadden who's leading with half a lap to go in this women's 1500 metres. McClammer on the outside. Could it be another American 1, 2, 3 as it was in Rio? All held to court by Tatjana McFadden. Here's the closing bend. It's McFadden leading for the United States. It's McCrory on the inside of her. It's McClammer on the outside, and a real clamor behind Tatjana McFadden. But she's going to do it again. De Rosario the outside takes the bronze. McClammer the silver, Tatjana McFadden the gold. The trifecta denied by De Rosario. Championship record 3:25.23, and Tatjana McFadden is a 13-time world champion. Championship record, she's beaten her old mark from Lyon 4 years ago, but this time, unlike Rio, they would be denied the clean sweep. Tatjana McFadden, Amanda McCrory with the silver, and Madison de Rosario of Australia the bronze. Good racing, but how do you stop this woman?
You can't. Maddie gave it a fair crack. At least she could be one of the Americans. She was able to make her way to the podium. She had a fabulous season so far, but she couldn't live up to the performance of Tatjana McFadden. I think that woman is unbeatable these days.
If it wasn't for Madison de Rosario, it would have been the American 1, 2, 3 again. Chelsea McClammer was in 4th place and denied by 1400ths of a second. And they just held back, and then McFadden went, brought the rest with her.
Well, they obviously had a game plan, didn't they? Because McFadden went out early by herself, left McClammer and McCrory further back. She dropped back after the first lap to work with them, but what a performance from a woman who, pre these championships, was talking about the fact she underwent operations for blood clots before the Tokyo Marathon earlier in the year. She's here to race in the 2, the 4, the 8 and the 15. Well, she's got victory in the bookend of those, the 2 and the 15, and she's now looking at the 4 and the 8, but what a champion indeed. But Madison de Rosario, who just snuck through on the outside there to pick up a medal for herself for the Australian, but one of the classiest fields I think you will ever see in the T54 category.
And to quote my Rio colleague, Matthew Hill, the Mac trifecta has been denied this time. But here's McFadden, and I mean, this is the job she does, not just for herself, but for her team, because she was powering through. She was looking to bring McGrory and McClammer with her. McGrory did go with her, McClammer went with her. But look at the outside, number 7, Madison de Rosario, pushing up, real guts. That's how she won the 800 title 2 years ago in Doha, and that's how she won the bronze here. Gold, of course, for Tatjana McFadden, United States Championship record. Silver for the United States, Amanda McGrory. And bronze for Australia, Madison de Rosario, with McClammer 4th and Ballard 5th. So how can Zhao respond with her penultimate throw? 40-43, her best. Needs to get over that 40-metre line. She's done that. What a combination we have now. She's the world record holder for F12, which is 42.73. The lead in this, 41.25, which is the F13 championship record. Reason they're swapping records is because they're different categories, but they're all mixed in together in this, and it's down to distance. Zhao in the lead, championship record, 42.72. Fifth round of the javelin, and it's the Paralympic champion, Kayamova. Third place going to this championship record, which she just extended surely, well beyond the 40-metre mark. That's really putting it up to Zhao Yuping and Natalia Eder. Zhao over the 40 line, Eder wasn't. She's our new leader, a new championship record.
Diana Dezita of Latvia, F56 javelin. This is the gold medalist. With that throw, which was a world record of 27.07. Tagia Maavi, the silver medalist from Iran. A new area record for her of 20.66 meters, so some distance behind Dadzida. Martina Villing. She's been around for a long time, 4 fouls, but this was good enough to give her the bronze medal with her final throw of the competition. So there it is, confirmation of a world record for Diana Dadzida of Latvia, 27.07. Mokhtar Maavi of Iran with the silver, and Martina Villing with her very last throw picks up the bronze medal. Dubravka of Ukraine then, he's in third position with his third round attempt. 13.33, he has to beat. It won't be too dissimilar. Li of China in second place currently. Dubravka with silver at the Paras last year behind Sebastian Dietz. He stays behind this time, he's in the bronze medal position. 13.59 is an improvement.
40,000 here last night. Dietz with his 4th round throw. 15.21 the championship record. He's set in round 3. He might have just done it again, the reigning world and Paralympic champion. He's won the last 2 Paralympic crowns. He's been a discus world champion as well, a discus Paralympic champion. He's extended his championship record, 15:28.
He had some big issues in hitting the board throughout the season. He was suffering from injury. He had a surgery in his knee, so it took him a while to come back.
Lee in the shot put. Big tilt for gold between him and Dietz. It's round 4 of this F36 event. 14.71 is best. That's very close to 15 meters. Looks to have improved it. Dietz adding 41 centimeters to his championship record from Doha. And Lee currently eclipsed by Dietz. Asian record though, 14.93, stays second. This is the T51. It's the most affected of the wheelchair racing categories. We've got the reigning European, World and Paralympic champion in this from Belgium, Peter Gennen. The former World and Paralympic champion and former mayor in Nezahualcóyotl, Edgar Cesare Navarra. The 8-time major championship winner from Italy, Davide as well. So first major championship for Ernesto Fonseca of Costa Rica in lane 7. Helder Mestre of Portugal in lane 6. 5th in the 100 and 400 in the Europeans of Grosseto last year. Now the man who's the reigning European, World and Paralympic champion over 100 and 400 meters for Belgium, Peter Gennen, former rugby international for Belgium also. The former World and Paralympic champion, going back to 02 and 04 for Mexico, Edgar Cesare Navarro, the former mayor of his home city. It's a World Cup city, Nezahualcóyotl, back in '86. 6-time Paralympic champion, 7 if you include swimming, going back to Seoul '88 for Italy, Alvise Davide. The former Paralympic and world discus champion, silver in the 100 meters in Rio, bronze in the 100 in Doha 2 years ago, the last Worlds, Mohamed Beckeral of Algeria. 6 in this final. Gennen has set all the major championship records, world and championship, in the last 2 major finals. The Mexican attempting a little bit of a turnover here. So a first time in this men's 400 meters T51, and I do repeat that it's the most affected, the most impaired of the wheelchair racing categories. Gennen getting off to the best start of Belgium. He really is in a class of his own when it comes to the T51s. There he goes on the far side with Navarro Sanchez moving up into second place, and Berachal of Algeria on the inside coming up into third, but with a stagger perhaps now is second. But there's no doubting that Gennen is our leader at this stage. When he was a rugby international, he helped Belgium to 5th place in the Europeans in 2013, the best World Cup finish, 7th in 2010. But when it comes to wheelchair racing, he has been marvellous. Gold in the 1 and the 4, in Rio, in the Paralympic Games in 2016, in Grosseto at the Europeans last year, and in Doha at the last World Championships. But now he's got a fight in his hands. It's Berachal who's moving up. Berachal of Algeria hitting the front, ahead of Gennen. They're into the final 50 meters. It's Berachal in front. Does Gennen have anything left for Belgium? Berachal wins gold for Algeria. Gennen in second place. Navarro Sanchez is in third. Mestre in fourth for Portugal. And the former World and Paralympic discus champion has converted to wheelchair racing. And Mohamed Berachal is the new world champion, and it's a championship record. 1:21:45 gets the gold for Algeria. Well, that was an astonishing turnaround, really. Genin well in control, but he has lost his world title. Barajal was fourth in the 400 meters final in Rio. Navarro Sanchez had got off to a good start and was the only challenger for Genin for a while, but then Barajal overtook him and then overtook Genin close to the line. A lot can happen in a T51 race over 400 meters, and that's been proven there. Barajal wins, Genin in second place, and Navarro Sanchez the bronze. And I remember Barajal winning those discus titles. Championship record for him. How about that for a conversion? Gold for Algeria, Mohamed Barajal. Silver for Belgium, for once, for Peter Genin. And bronze for Mexico, Edgar Navarro. And now the next chapter in Tatjana McFadden's attempt for 4 gold medals here. The final of the women's 400 meters T54. She's already 13 world golds to her name, 7 from the Paralympic Games. But here's sister Hannah, bronze in the 2 here, and bronze in the 1 and the 2 in the last World Championships in Doha. Former world marathon champion, and the 4-time European champion from Sochi 2014, from Switzerland, Manuela Schär. The woman with the longest CV in world athletics. Tatjana McFadden going for her 21st global gold tonight. In lane 6 for China, 6th in the 400 and the 5,000 meters in Rio, Ma Jing from Xizhou. A lady whose first medals came in Atlanta 1996, the former Paralympic champion over this distance from Sydney, Sherry Madsen in the United States. The reigning Paralympic marathon champion beat Tatjana McFadden after 26 plus miles by a fraction, Zhu Lihao of China. Lane 3, bronze in the 100, 200 and 400 in Crescento in the Europeans last year from Switzerland, Alexandra Helbling. And in lane 2, the former world marathon champion and the former Commonwealth Games champion over 1,500 meters from Canada, Diane Roy. So 3 from the United States, 2 from China, 2 from Switzerland and 1 Canadian. It's Roy, Helbling, Zhou, Madsen, Ma Jing, McFadden, Schär, McFadden. Final of the women's 400 meters, T54. Away they go, Tatjana McFadden in lane 7. Can anybody beat her? Good start by Manuela Schär in lane 8 on her outside. It had to be, otherwise she'd be gobbled up straight away. And Sherry Madsen started very well for the United States out of 5. But it's Tatjana McFadden on the far side. Look at her go! She's passed everybody already. Schär in 8, Hannah McFadden in 9. It's all about Tatjana McFadden at the moment. Sherry Madsen in 5 is flying too. Will it be a US 1, 2, 3? That might be all down to Hannah McFadden, because her older sister Tatjana is way clear at the moment, and the only athlete for company is her compatriot, the great Sherry Madsen. Here comes Zhou Lihao for China, but it's Tatjana McFadden on the way. It's going to be her 3rd gold in these World Championships. Tatjana McFadden, a great champion again, her hat-trick here in London. Zhou in 2nd place, Madsen 3rd, but Tatjana McFadden does it again. 53.74, the winning time. And Tatjana McFadden, right now, I don't think anybody can beat her. Zhu Lihao with the silver. Sherry Madsen up with the bronze. But Tatjana McFadden does it again. What an athlete.
What an athlete. No tactics, no talking. She just goes out and does it.
Sherry Madsen, at the age of 40, gets the bronze, having, remember, left top-class athletics for almost 15 years. But there she is, all in her own as it was from the very start. Sherry Madsen going very well there in second place. The Chinese player of Ma Jing and Zhu largely blitzed, and even when Zhu came through into second place, the margin was just too tight. Tatjana McFadden was accelerating. You could send the Guardians of the Galaxy out and they wouldn't stop her. Gold for McFadden again, the 21st golden gold of her career. 200, 1500, and now the 400 metres. And Tatjana McFadden is the champion again. Good news for the rest. She's only going in one more event. Here's a story you've seen before. Tatjana McFadden is the world champion for the 14th time. Silver for Zhao Lihong of China, and bronze for Sherry Madsen of the United States. Anna McFadden in 7th.